finally we are getting another Need for Speed Payback update next month. This update is dropping on June 19th, meaning it's actually been, well, it feels like 2 months since the last update. It's been a while since the last update, but we're actually getting quite a decent update. Overall, I'm pretty excited about it. Let me know your thoughts on it as we go through. The idea behind AllDrive quick races is making your own quick events. I think the idea is you place a marker just as you would know, like a normal waypoint, and it creates that into an event that you can invite people to that are in your session, and then you race to that destination, which is ideal. I do think they should have added the standard races into the online. They'd be able to start races together like you could in New Zealand 2015, but being able to create your own races in a way of putting a marker and racing to it is great still. And I imagine there's no limit on what spec you're going to be using and that kind of stuff. So it's cool if you want to make challenges with your friends or you just build cars and you just want to have a quick race. It's pretty sweet. Every single car now supports 399 upgrades in the current version of the game. Most cars that people want to upgrade seem to be stuck 299, which generally some of them fit. Some of them shouldn't be able to get to 399. I mean, ideally, in an ideal world, everything can get to 399, but if you can't have engine swaps in the game, 299 would be ideal for some. It makes sense. But it is Need for Speed, and your imagination is the limit, and 399, every car should be able to compete with each other. And my Skyline has been stuck at 299. The Skyline. This car can be absolutely changed crazy, but it's stuck at 299, whereas the Evo that's in the game is stuck at, well, not stuck at 299, it's 399, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. So it just didn't make sense in some cases, but 399 cars are now a thing. This is pretty cool. This is the cool part. The new vehicles being added to the game. So the first vehicle being added, Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, that thing. Yes, it's coming to Payback, which is pretty sweet. I love this car. I haven't seen many of them. I hadn't had much time up close personal with them, but the fact that they just came out of nowhere and started to kind of take market share from BMW, Audi, Mercedes over here, those are the three cars that just, everybody has one of those, or a Corsa. It's cool to see them adding this to the game because it'll be cool to actually see in a game what we can do to the car and then also compare it against the other cars, the rivals, and see what we can get out of it. Chevrolet Colorado ZL2, a vehicle I have no idea about. Meadow is busy. Otherwise, I would have been like, what is it? I don't know. I have no clue. I think it's going to be a modern one. I don't know if there is an old one. Hopefully it is. I think it would be cool to finally have an SUV to go against, or let's say a pickup truck to go against the likes of the Ford Raptor, because the Ford Raptor seems to be pretty much on its own when it comes to trucks in this game. So a nice new truck would be great. Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. Finally, we're going to get this. It's already been in the game files when you do the event that is for Castrol, the Castrol time trials. Those events, actually in one of the events, you'll find the Range Rover is there, the SVR. It's pretty sweet. It's an SUV. I'm very glad there's missing SUVs. SUVs, big trucks. I'm glad that there's more of those than there are any other vehicle in the update because, well, this is DLC packs that come alongside the update. But I'm glad that they're adding two kind of SUV off-roady vehicles because there aren't that many, and if you're trying to push off-road, you kind of need those types of vehicles, and the Giulia is very welcome. This packet is going to be awesome. I'm definitely going to make videos on these cars. AllDrive chat wheel is another thing they spoke about. It's pretty much going to be a chat wheel so you can put emoticons above your car and communicate with people using it. That's what the horn was for. Beeping is the only thing we need. But if you want to send someone a winky face, then you can. They appear literally above the car, so I imagine where the name is. Speedless collisions are paused at the beginning of the race, so when you start a speed list, a lot of the time you have a lot of crashing, and honestly, it could really throw you out of the race just from the beginning of the race. They've now adjusted it so that at 10 seconds at the beginning of the race, for the first 10 seconds, nobody can actually contact each other, and then they can start to contact, which I think is fair because the fast people get out in front and the slow people stay behind without the fact of people just spinning you out and making the fastest car possible absolutely useless in that scenario. And we're finally getting some new abandoned cars. I say new. Every week they're going to be releasing a new car around Fortune Valley, and that is pretty much going to be the boss cars that you found for the Street League. So you're going to be able to get the wire and everything. I think it's an interesting idea. I would have liked the idea of maybe having just something kind of like a classic Need for Speed car, or a better livery on a car that's kind of locked to make it above 399 or something cool like that, or it has like constant perks, and then you can put the 399 stuff on. I think that would be pretty sweet, but this is interesting. It's an idea. I don't particularly think any of the cards from the Street Leagues I want, but they are also adding, actually, they've stated, some iconic classic Need for Speed rides. So I'm guessing we're going to see the M3, that kind of thing, return, and people are going to be able to pick it up, which I think is pretty sweet, actually. Hopefully we get the M3, and as I said, I hope it has some kind of bonus. That would be super cool. Toggle UI on and off. Okay, this sounds like such a small thing, but I'm hoping that we can toggle the names of players off, because that would mean hide and seek is gonna be done properly. They're also adding cop car sirens, which definitely is welcome. I'm hoping when the next game launches, because most people will be, there'll be a lot more people. The cop horns and stuff will be available in the next game, because cops and robbers, it's just the cop horn alone will make cops and robbers so much more fun. Multicolored underglows to change color and I guess just do different animations and stuff. Also very welcome. I'm actually going to try and get some of those vanity items for once. But for this one, I have to thank Gamer, because he went on and fully listed every single rim that is going to be added to the game. So they're adding new rims to the game. 24 new rims, I think it is. 24 new rims. And Gamer made a picture profile of all of them, which is absolutely perfect, because let's be honest, I don't want to go and Google all these myself. But it's some nice selections there. And honestly, I didn't know half of these were missing, but they're now here. And finally, to round it off, there is one extra cool feature that's being added, which is nice. 50 wrap slot limit is being doubled to 100. I wish it was unlimited, but hey, there you go. That is the update coming for Need for Speed. Now, I'm going to say, personally, I'm excited about this update. It adds quite a bit of replayability, especially the abandoned cars each week. We're going to jump on and probably get those cars. And hopefully some of the Need for Speed Classic Icon cars have some kind of bonuses. As I said, that would be sweet. The 3 new vehicles, definitely going to introduce new types of gameplay, especially the 2 off-road vehicles. And the Julia is going to be a fun kind of car to customize and change and challenge with. The new rims that people are definitely going to love. I mean, there was a lot of rims in the game anyway. I'm glad there's more of them. 399 is super fang. I was wondering if they were going to do that to some cars, because they did it to just the Skyline, but the Skyline was just a test, and they've now done it across the board. That's super sweet, because finally you can use your favorite car online. But for the speedless stuff, personally, it doesn't bother me. I have never seen the point of competitive Need for Speed. Like, Need for Speed to me is not a competitive game, but for those that do it, all power to you. You've now got it a little bit easier because of the whole... Oh, and the 399 helps that too, obviously. Overall, it is not as big of an update as I was expecting. I was hoping maybe we get some kind of game modes like cops and robbers, or something kind of, tag, or something simple like that. I say simple. They have to, work on it. Underneath, it wouldn't be simple, but I was hoping to see some things like that. But I think overall, it's a decent update. I'm hoping that we can get some more stuff in the future, some more cars, and in general, just some more stuff into the free roam multiplayer, because let's face it, the free roam multiplayer is the last kind of leg of the game. I'm going to jump into single player to get the cars, but other than that, the online multiplayer, I think, should be the focus. I don't want to be ungrateful. I am thankful that the update is here. But I also think it's a little bit late. I think this should have released quite a while ago. Some of these things should have been fixed pretty quickly already, especially removing the hood. And also the wrap slot limit, which again, I wish it was more than 100, but hey, I'll take 100. It still means I'm going to have to delete stuff. It just means a little bit longer until the fact that happens again, but it's a little bit of a clunky system in general, so I wish there was like an overhaul to that whole system in where it's easier to delete wraps and keep wraps on cars even though you've deleted them, if that makes sense. Let me know down in the comments what's your one takeaway feature of this update. Are you looking forward to it? June 19th is when it's coming out, so just before the crew. So, there's a little bit of a window for people to play it. But if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Smash the like button. If you didn't, there's another button there as well. Please don't press. Let me know your favorite thing, as I said, and subscribe if you're new. Until next time, guys. Peace.